This Montreal artist has enjoyed a career on the international art scene during these last few years. He is one of those artists who are rooted in their own personality and who lives his own independent life, discovering new visions and perspectives. He strikes a perfect balance between real events, fantasy, and playful forms. From the very beginning, de Hauenschild wanted to lend form, color to his fantasy and to his memories. He creates a cosmic carnival, an imaginary heavenly playground made up of interlocking planes and colored arabesques. This artist's objectives are to create joy, to take us into a dreamland as opposed to a bleak reality of everyday life. Although de Hauenschild's figures lead an autonomous life, he nevertheless maintains some kind of reference to reality. Memories, impressions of nature, and in particular those received during his trips, at the beginning as an engineer in the aircraft industry, are the factors that inspire his creative spirit. The same applies to his love for animals and music. He also played the trombone during his studies. He blends forms and ideas that originally come from the realm of fantasy and fables. His association with these subjects are quite often mirrored with titles such as Butterfly, Jumbo's Nightmare, Friendly Dragon, and titles based on fairy tales such as from La Fontaine, Hare and Tortoise, Country, and City Rat, etc. That suggests that in his world, de Hauenschild tends to mix reality and imagination. Titles like Clown Chess Mate, Checker Player, and or Player reflect daily life. De Hauenschild pictorial shapes and goblins do not form an integral totality, but should rather be understood as form endings, in the sense that Paul Klee gave to this world as figures which are to be completed, as figures that simulate the onlooker imagination, incite him to join the artist in thought, recreate the work of art with him, and go on improvising. Forms emerge just as in the language one may find interrelationships. De Hauenschild is a wakeful dreamer whose senses are always on the alert without our noticing. He undertakes each project with care and conscientiousness. These qualities are part of his personality, and they in no way uncover his spontaneity. He is always the craftsman who marks out beforehand a day's work and then carries out his tasks accurately without losing any of his creative impulse. During the 90s, de Hauenschild also began to work with sculptures, wood, and stained glass windows, which represent also a rich palette with a wide range of shades and colors. The paintings of de Hauenschild have been described really seem blessed and propitious in a world which is eternally suffering from uncertainty. At the same time, they wake those long-forgotten memories of man, in whom the remembrance of a lost paradise is still alive. They also uncover a great variety of possible relationships and metamorphoses of men, animals, plants, objects, and nature, which all tend, undeterred, to go back to their pristine unity, to an all-embracing totality which can probably be found in art. Those forms, constructions, and beings that de Hauenschild creates are both care and spontaneity in such creative abundance, also become a discernible symbol of nature, of this great mysterious nature which sends so liberally the pollen of flowers and which suddenly engenders the flight of thousands of butterflies.